Who's the greatest president in the history?
In my view,
yeah.
In my view, it's neck and neck with Washington and Lincoln. Without Washington, there's no United States. So it's sort of hard to go against him. He set all kinds of precedents that were really important.
Just giving away power.
Twice. He did it twice. The Europeans couldn't wrap their minds around that. He gave it away after the revolution. In other words, his message is, I'm not Caesar. I'm not Cromwell. I'm not Napoleon. There hadn't been a Napoleon yet, but anyway, it wasn't one. I had power and I gave it back. And then he stepped down. He would have been president for life if he wanted to be. He did 2 terms. That's enough. Let somebody else do it. Who does that?
Yeah.
But he embodies the notion of this is what a citizen soldier does. He comes forward at a time of crisis. He does his duty. And when the crisis is over, he is Cincinnatus. He goes back to his farm when this is over with, because the point is he'd done what small r Republican virtue dictated, and then he went back. And that image was invoked over and over and over again. The small r Republic has nothing to do with the Republican Party, small r Republican virtue of disinterested service to your republic. And Washington embodied that. He's crucial. What's always been fascinating to me, Lex, is you have this guy. He's surrounded by this freakishly talented group of people in this little nation. You have Madison and Hamilton and Jefferson and Franklin, all these people who are probably smarter than Washington. They've certainly read more Greek and Latin than Washington. And yet nobody's concerned about who the man is. Mm-hmm. It's Washington. He's the guy. We're smarter. It's like what Sherman said about Grant one time. Sherman's smarter than Grant, probably. Sherman said, I know more about strategy than Grant. I know more about tactics. I know more about supply. I know more about everything than U.S. Grant does. But where he beats me and where he beats the world is he don't give a damn what the enemy is doing out of his sight, and that scares me like hell. In other words, Grant could just let the background noise go away, focus on his thing, and do what he was going to do. And Sherman couldn't do that. Grant liberated Sherman to become a great general because he had Grant over him taking responsibility. Mm-hmm. It's really fascinating. And Washington, whatever faults he had, he could take responsibility and was aware that he was setting precedents as the first president of this new republic. Almost every time he did something, mm-hmm. It's a precedent. What did Washington do? Well, he gave up his uniform and then he gave up the presidency.
Yeah, just from studying history, understanding how difficult it is to give away power in the way that Washington did, I have to put him as the number one.
Yeah, because without him, the rest doesn't happen. I mean, that's my bottom line on it. And I really do believe that without him, the rest doesn't happen. I don't know if they hadn't had Washington to persuade people that a stronger central government might be possible because Washington's going to be president, who else would they agree could be trusted there? There's Washington and then there's everybody else.
And I think America is a truly positive force in human history. So the fact that whatever ideas that were created at that time and that Washington was the foundation of that is a great gift to humanity.
Lucky to have him. Lucky to have Lincoln. We've been lucky in our leaders. We're lucky mm-hmm. to have FDR in World War II. I mean, we've been lucky to have mm-hmm. people at moments of real crisis.
But we need the basement too. We need the we need the full variety.
Well, we've got them. And you never know when we might need a new sub-basement. It's complicated and an ongoing story.
And it is a beautiful theater, a beautiful drama. And I, like you, have faith in the resilience of the people to deal with the full mess of it.